There's an article in at KOTV news on 6.com. It's a Tulsa, Oklahoma news broadcast, but it's also online and they have articles. There's an article here that reads, so I'll bring it up here. It says, quote, satanic statue intended for Oklahoma Capitol to be unveiled in Detroit. It's July 26, 2015 at 2:41 p.m. Central Standard Time. So bring it down a little bit. It says, quote, this is Detroit, Michigan, quote, several hundred people have attended a mass at a Detroit Catholic church to protest an 8.5-tall bronze statue of Satan that hundreds of people also lined up to see. Satanic Temple has said it would unveil the 8.5-foot tall bronze statue Saturday at an undisclosed location in Detroit. Let me see what else it says here. It says the Satanic Temple now says it wants to erect it outside Arkansas State House, where a Ten Commandments monument also is planned. They call the BAPHOMET monument a testament to plurality. PLURALITY, and the power of collective action, unquote. I read that. I had to put this on YouTube. You know, I'm an atheist, right? So the way I look at it is you have Satan and then you have God, right? And Satan represents bad stuff, or sort of the dark side of life, you know, or the murky area, or the very sort of the negative stuff, sort of the like the underlining or the underground or the undercurrent kind of things that are going on in life, right? And then you have God, which represents the good and the positive things in life, and happiness and tranquility and all this other stuff, right?
The bigger.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me close that out. Sorry about that.
With available all-wheel drive.
Wait 1 second.
Well-rounded, never look so sharp.
That's the thing about. That's from The Hill. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt this video. That's from The Hill. You know, they give you news coverage of Washington, D.C., but unfortunately they also pop up these pop-ups of advertisements, I mean, you get news online for free, but they cost you by, deliberately having these pop-ups with advertisements. But that's what you heard there. I had to shut the volume off. Anyway, you have God like positive and nice things and all this. So really you have like the devil represents bad and God represents good, right? And that's sort of unless you have the God's wrath. God's wrath is like, God's mad at you because you did something wrong or something or whatever. So you have God's wrath, which is supposed to be a punishment, but in a constructive criticism sense, But anyway, the point is you have the devil, which represents bad, and God, which represents good. And it's sort of it's not even a sort of, it's actually that's all it represents. It represents as far as the scales of balance is concerned, you have the devil or Satan that represents these dark and negative things, and then you have God that sort of represents the light and positive things, and that kind of thing. So I could never understand why people can't just accept that there's good in life and then there's bad in life. I mean, that's it. There's pain and then there's pleasure. I spoke about that I think in my God Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 videos about 2-3 months ago. You have good in life, you have bad in life, you have positive things, negative things, you have pain, you have pleasure, and I mean, it's funny how humans have to give these connotations of, well, it's the devil or it's God and all this shit. I never could really. It's crazy, and we're like not. Humans are, for the most part, unable to unchain themselves from these old mythic type of concepts that existed, thousands of years ago, if not tens of thousands of years ago, when humans tried to make sense of why a lightning bolt caught their hut on fire, or death itself. Like, why did this person that I loved and cared for all my life, why did this person die? It must be something out there that's doing this, and all this shit. So, anyway, I saw that, and I sort of smiled and laughed at it, because, you have the Ten Commandments, of course, and then you got the Church of Satan or whatever that believes in their own creeds and quote-unquote laws, and life's all about pain and pleasure and then survival. That's all it is. And hopefully you can find as much pleasure as you can in life and try to do away with as much pain in life and survive to as much as you can to a naturally old age before you die. And that's really what life's all about. It's very simple. But of course humans have to make, through their imagination and crap like that, they have to make up all these concepts of God and Satan and all this shit, And it's really just about pain and pleasure and survival. That's all it is, guys. Simple shit. Anyway, guys, have a good day.